In this video, we're going to take a look at using the discussion tool and the various options you have for the way content displays. So you can use basic content styling, such as bold, italics, and underlining, to give your content a different look, depending on how you want it to be displayed. You can also use numbering and bullets. Numbering and bullets allow you to put lists in a way that's, again, kind of easier to read. So it might be a good way of displaying information so others can read it and get a better understanding of what it is that you're trying to say. You can also copy and paste your content in from Word. You can add pictures and images, as well as adding links, and you can embed YouTube videos. This is very useful, again, when it comes to explaining what it is you want to do to others who are reading your discussion posts. So let's take a look at some of the basic styling. If I type in a title, I might want to highlight it, make it bold, and I can also underline it so it looks more like a title. So if I'm trying to put sections in, this is a great way of delineating sections. I can also simply type in text, and then I can just get a regular text look. This is the default. If I put in the numbering and the bullets, I just turn that on and then I can type that in. Again, very useful in being able to display information. Now let's take a look at instead pasting in from Word. So I have a Word document that's already open, and you can see that I've got some bold, I've got some paragraphs set up. So I am going to highlight two sections. So I'm going to highlight these two sections in Word, and then I'm going to right click and copy. So I've now got it on my clipboard. Then I'm going to go back to my discussion post, and then I'm going to click on Paste from Word. Then I can right click again and click on Paste. So what this is doing is it's taking that text from my Word document. You see how similar it looks? I've got the bold titling, I've got the text, and then I click OK. So what that did was it took my text from Word and it left that styling in place. So I'm going to click on Respond to Topic, and now I got the same effect, but I did it from Word. I personally like to do that when I do my posts, because if I use Word, I can take advantage of all of the review information within Word. So for instance, let me give you an example. Open up my Word document again. I am able to use the review functions and do spelling and grammar, as well as I happen to have Grammarly installed. It allows me to do a deeper look at my grammar and my spelling. So I can take advantage of those tools and use Word. So I think that's a great idea, especially if you're being graded on those discussions and they need to be of a certain level. So I'm going to click on the Edit so I can go back, and we're going to do a couple more things with this posting. So another thing I can do is add a picture. So to add an image, I'm going to click on the Image button. In my case, I'm going to upload something. So I'm going to choose the file. I've got a lot on my computer, so I'm just going to choose one of those. Click Open, and then remember to send to server. If you just click OK, it actually won't work. So I'm going to click Send to Server. Click OK. It gives me an idea of the size. The original file is 534, and that's a good size. I can click OK, and it's immediately inserted into the posting. So again, if I click Save and then scroll down and look at it, I've got the picture right there. So now I'm going to go back and click Edit again, and let's work on this one a little bit further. So now you'll see how I want to go to the next line. If I click next to the picture and hit the Enter key, I can get to the next line and do the next thing. So let's look at YouTube. So if I click on the YouTube button, it's asking me for a URL. I've already got YouTube open, so let's go get that. The way I get to this, let's say I want to get the URL. I can use this URL, but it's actually better if I click on this Share button. What that does is it opens up the section where I can get this YouTube link. So then you can copy that, go back to the course, and then enter that link right here. You can also choose the size. 560 by 315 is just about the right size for this one. Then click OK. Now it just says iframe initially, but if you click save and it loads, it will actually show that to you once it's placed in there. So you can see that the video is there. If you want to remove it, let's go back here. Go click on edit again. If I want to remove it, I can just put my mouse next to it, and you'll notice that my cursor starts to blink again. I can hit backspace and remove it. So you don't have to worry if you make a mistake or want to add something different. It's okay, you can. I can click save and then it's gone. So let's go back and edit one more time. And then we'll look at links. So a link would be something that you'd want to do and link directly to another piece of material. So let's say you wanted to link someone to a website. And you can do this a couple of different ways. So let's put a link to the New York Times. So I'm going to do a quick search here for New York Times. Go to that site. Take a second for it to load. Let's say we want to go to that site. So what I would do is I would click in the URL section and then copy that whole link. So I'm going to click on copy, and I'm going to go back to my course again. And then I'm going to click on the link button. So this is a URL link, and you'll notice it asks for a protocol. So this one is HTTP, so I'm going to paste that in. But then I also need to think about the target. What is the target? The target is, where is that link going to go after the person clicks on it? I click on this down arrow. I've got several different options. I can do a pop-up window, I can do a new window, top, same, or parent window. I typically do new window because that seems to be the safest. Because if you do a pop-up, sometimes that won't work if someone has pop-ups turned off. So it would cause a barrier, they wouldn't be able to see it. So new window seems to be the safest. Once you do that, click OK and save. And then you'll notice that that link is there. So you'll also notice that it's the whole link, and that may not be, it doesn't look great in the posting. Let me show you a different way. Let's say I wanted to say New York Times. I could type the text and then highlight the text, again click on the link, paste that in. So I'm doing the same things I did before. And now instead of seeing the whole URL, I'm seeing the text. And if again, click save, and you can now see it's a little bit different. So if I click on this, it's going to open in a new tab, a new window, and get me to the same link that I shared earlier. So we've just taken a look at all of the styling issues and options that you have here, different things you can try. Try those and see if that helps in the idea that you're going to be able to share better information, more detailed information with your classmates.